What is up, guys? Jake here with the next Vainglory video, and no, your eyes do not deceive you. This is a ranked match, and this is the comp that is out there right now that is actually wrecking on the fold. Be wary of it. Fortress as a jungle carry, not as a support role. You see actually here Koshka Abadwa is playing the Koshka support, and obviously Whistle Ringo in the lane. So just grabbing up a crystal bit, getting ready to fight and getting in there. We don't want to fight them early because still, I mean, they have a Koshka and she is very, very powerful early game, obviously. So don't really want to mess with the early game, but we just want to get to level 6. That's the whole goal of this. Once we do, there's really no stopping it unless you really know how to just hard counter it, and it's not easy. Takes a lot of timing and coordination to counter it. So come up, get the buy first, just making sure we can get out, and then they're going to engage. So we want to go ahead and put some damage on them. Arden's dropping those scout mines, put some damage on us. And Ringo does rotate down. We should have bailed right here. Should have got out of there because here comes Ringo, the defending Ringo. Whistle's back up in the lane, and I am in a bad spot. But I do get out. They stop chasing finally, knowing that we're at 1 minute and Koshka is back up and coming. You know, could have turned bad on him pretty quick there. So we just come back down, get back to our farm, and try again to push to that level 6. That's what it's all about. Clearing these waves, clearing these minions, and getting that experience in gold. Koshka obviously helps Fortress clear very quickly, but, you know, I'm taking the last hits here. So go ahead, and I'm rushing for an aftershock. That is just a tremendous amount of damage when you get it early. It's just, you know, the CP equivalent of the tension bow. So right here they do come over, but perfect timing. Whistle had rotated down, and look at the damage coming out right there. So low. Koshka is almost dead, and she can't outrun me because I've got that boost from my teammate being close. One more hit, and she's going to be done. Actually, Koshka comes in and finishes it off with her dive. They do kind of rotate down, but Whistle is still here. Actually, he just bought up, so that's even perfect for us. Jump onto their Ringo. Unfortunately, that scout mine does get Abadwa on his Koshka. We chase Arden up into the lane, put a tremendous amount of damage on him. Fortunately, we can't finish it. We can't really be diving turrets at level 3. Hoping for some of their farm, just sort of waiting for it finally pops. Grab that. Whistle gets caught out actually with Koshka back up again. You forget that we're at 3 minutes of this match. Actually, Koshka rotates down on our side, which I didn't expect. And I run into her, and I was trying to get over to her, to Abadwa, but just wasn't quite quick enough, and she was able to get away and have that Arden there. So Abadwa falls back. We're just trying to get organized here. It's been kind of fast and furious and crazy at the start of this match. And again, our whole goal is to get to that level 6, which we're getting close, getting real close. Right there, I hit level 4. Here goes to clear some more of these backs, get that gold up. Getting, you know, close to that aftershock already. I almost got the gold for it. Right here, Ringo way too aggressive on our end. Jump in, put some huge damage onto him. Look how close he is to dead. Actually, Koshka goes ahead and finishes that off, but she goes a little bit too deep, comes back, has to run away. Right there, look at the damage put onto their Koshka. She goes too deep, she dies. So just sort of a back and forth craziness right now. Both teams playing a little bit sloppy and a little bit reckless. But come down to the front, grab those up, and then right here, almost right there, get the aftershock. So now that's a pretty good power spike. 4 minute and 40-second aftershock is pretty salty. So going back, and right there, Whistle on Ringo picks up his tension bow. So now aftershock tension bow, they really don't want to fight us right now. But they do jump 1-on-3 versus Ringo. In that situation, they're just fine to fight. So we go up, go a long way around to try to protect our turret. Koshka does try to jump on me, but she misses with her B ability. So all is well, but unfortunately, right, I just popped this ability. I got my ultimate. I popped it just to try to run them off a little bit, but I didn't realize that they had this kind of burst damage just yet. And boom, I go down very, very quickly. You see those dogs doing some pretty good damage, but it's time to buy some defense. So I buy a little bit of shield, and then I'm back onto the fold, trying to get that farm up. Level 6 now, so it's just about coordinating our fights at this point. We've got what we need to be effective. It really helps when Abadwa gets to level 6, which he's not there yet. I think he's level 5, yeah, so he's not far away. But when we get that, and both of us have our ultimates, it gets pretty nasty pretty quick. So go ahead and keep clearing. Abadwa doing a little shopping. Ringo's down there at the shop as well. I'm trying to farm up, get that taken care of, and then I buy that tier 2 shield. So now I'm feeling a little bit tankier, maybe a little bit able to hold out against that damage coming from that Koshka. When she dives on me, right here you're seeing 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to have my ultimate, but Arden jumps out. We don't care. We got enough burst damage. If it's Arden, it don't matter. He doesn't want to stick around with us. Ringo drops the ultimate on him as well, just to sort of put the cherry on top and really make him get out of there. Then right here, Ringo comes up. I go ahead and pop the ultimate. Koshka comes in. We just turn our attention to him. Unfortunately, Ringo does get deleted, but right there you see Abadawa going in. He gets taken out. One of the dogs, I guess, finished off the Koshka, and Ringo is hanging out there, so I'm going to put some more damage on him. Boom, look at that damage right there. He reflex blocks and just barely saves himself. But if they hang around too long, they obviously know that they'll die. I'm starting to put out quite a bit of damage, especially burst damage. So just clearing this, Ringo's going to clear my jungle while I'm up here just protecting this turret and taking these last hits. That's just, more team coordination. You guys need to, especially if you're in Discord and stuff, work on stuff like that. He's coming through the jungle. I'm sitting here in front of this wave. I'm just trying to freeze it on our end. I'm taking all these last hits. So that's just, trading off basically. Right here, take that last hit. Want to go ahead and hit that. Ringo does come up, but look at this. Watch the damage between me and Ringo right here. Me and Whistle. Look at that. Oh my goodness. He had to pop a potion. He was so close to dead. If he hadn't had quick fingers there, he would have been dead. So really a lot of burst damage coming out of us right now. And then you see the same thing coming in there onto that Koshka. Two of them were so low. Unfortunately, I took that turret shot and the brunt of all of their damage. So I go down. I guess they had a fountain already here. So that's why they didn't all die right there. But, we're putting out a tremendous amount of damage, and it won't be long before they're really not able to withstand an attack like that. So right here, they are going to get a turret. No big deal. We're just sort of biding our time. Again, we haven't really set up one of the team fights the way this comp's supposed to work. You'll see that in a little bit. Go ahead and just keep clearing our jungle. We're meeting up here, so that's why we just sort of skipped the backs and came up. We knew if we caught anybody out, which we do right there, Ringo, we're just going to lock onto him, that we can pretty much delete him, even under this turret. No big deal. Yummy Catnip Frenzy locks him down. That was sort of a wasted ult, actually, but no big deal. Ringo just deleted. Koshka's over here, and she's pretty low, so we're just sort of waiting for her to mess up. Obviously, they can see us. They're attacking those minions. But right here, she comes in, and I say, I'm going to go for it. Just boom, jump onto her, hit her with that beat. Look at this. That's burst damage. And Vanguard, very nice, actually saved her. Wish he'd had his ultimate for that right there. We do have to just sort of run into that gauntlet. We had to get out of there because that Koshka would have came in and wrecked us. But I'm full health. I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm going to put some damage onto Arden. He sticks with it, gets the kill onto Koshka. But right here, this was a huge mistake by that Koshka diving in there. I had way too much health for her to burst me down or anything. And then Ringo comes back in, put some spike damage onto him, but unfortunately I made the same mistake Koshka did. I did not have enough life to withstand, and I go down. So right here, just trying to decide what I'm going to buy next. I decide on a Broken Myth and just spend up some gold and get back out there. So again, we're feeling pretty good right now. We know we've probably got him if we're in a coordinated team fight. That's just sort of few and far between for us, but we're working on it. We're working on it. So right here, come down. We know we can jump on him, pop the ultimate. Koshka comes in, stuns him up. Actually, I think he blocked something there. I don't know if it was the Yummy Catnip or it was even up yet. So we turn attention to Koshka. She goes down. There's the Yummy Catnip, but she goes down in the middle of it. But me and Whistle look at the dog still doing work, taking out so much damage there. Whistle and I taking him out, getting the ace, and now we are going to jump up in the lane, try to get this wave pushed and get this turret taken care of. The wave's pushed a little bit far back though, and again, we're so early. We're 12 minutes right now. So unfortunately, we did not get it down, and we stayed too long. A mistake that we just keep making, Whistle and myself as well. We've got to learn from it. We've got to stop making the same mistake over and over. And he's guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. We just keep doing it. I don't know why. So I'm tired of dying here. Buy a little more defense. But obviously, we should have just put a few shots, some good damage on that turret. As soon as we saw them, we should have been running for the heals, boots and all. But we didn't. Right there, Kasha just protecting that turret, getting up in the lane, clearing some of those out of the way. I'm coming down to the bottoms. Ringo rotating up into the lane, just trying to get some more gold, get some more levels here. You see Kasha still a few levels behind. That's normal for a support roam. Take those backs, take the middle, and on we go. You see Ringo coming down, grouping up here, and we saw him up in the lane there. So here we go. Pop the ability. Right there, just lock him down instantly. He rocks down that Koshka. Excuse me, that was a Ringo lockdown there. Koshka sticks around way too. They should have been running for the heals, but they did not. And even Ringo stays too long. He gets a tremendous amount of damage. Koshka really sticking with it. Takes too many turret shots there. Had to fall back. But for some reason, that Arden, I don't know if he thought he was going to protect this turret or what. As soon as this wave gets in there where the turret's targeting it, we're diving onto that Arden, and he is done for. Just absolutely deleted. Huge mistake by him. He should have given up that turret, gotten back to the house, and maybe tried to protect the second one. But now we go down to their jungle, take some of it. Looking pretty good here. want to buy up quite a bit of gold, grab that broken myth, and grab those tier 2 boots just for the extra health. Honestly, I had the gold. Wasn't sure. I've got a lot of defense. I wasn't even sure what I wanted to go into next. So when you're there at the store, had the gold, grab the boots, more movement speed, more health, all that I needed really. So right here, we're going to recall, but we do go ahead and recall back. We want to shop up. Koshka had to buy up. I just wait for an infusion, buy that, and actually forget, I think, to pop this infusion when the next team fight breaks out. I'm not used to having an empty slot, but I do. You see Ringo infuses up as well. So now we're both infused. We're ready to rock. As soon as we see him, we're popping ultimates. We're going in fast. And that's what this comp's all about. It's a delete comp. You dive in. You just overwhelm them. Arden actually drops the gauntlet here, which I don't even understand. And then right there, we delete Ringo. Koshka tries to jump onto our Ringo, but not even close. Look at that right there. I forgot to drop my infusion there. My dogs were still up, and those dogs do legit damage. So them ignoring those dogs, I don't know, not real smart. But we jump onto the Kraken, take it down. And then right here, go back to the store, shop up real quick. I've already got the infusion waiting on me, so I'm just sort of looking at what I want to do. Decide I'm going to go ahead and pop this infusion and then shop and grab some more crystal power. So we'll go ahead and use it, grab some more crystal power, and away we go. Ready to fight, and as soon as we see Arden right here in the bush, again, the ultimate goes down. The Yummy Catnip Frenzy comes down onto Koshka there. Actually, I think it was Koshka. She goes down. Ringo takes her out. Our Koshka actually goes down, but nice ultimate there. I fall back just a little bit, but then right here, I'm almost out of power, but I've got just enough to chase this guy down, or to try to chase him down, and then Ringo finishes him off. That's the turret. Now it's just the two of us. Quite a bit of damage going on to these turrets. You see they go down really quick, and we've got about a 3/4 Kraken with us, so that is the match. If you haven't tried this comp, give it a shot. It's really a lot of fun, and it's very, very powerful. If you run into this comp, be wary. Hard counter is a Catherine. As soon as the dogs go down, you silence the entire team, get rid of the dogs, then you got them in a fair fight. That's really the only thing you can do. Let's see, what else would be a good counter for it? You need a lot of attack speed because it's very strong against like a Sky, because the forward barrage doesn't hurt the dogs. It's got to be auto attacks to take those out. So anything Scarf, things like that with slow auto attacks are really going to struggle against this comp. So there you go, guys. Looking at the builds, you see that Ringo just doing a tension bow, Sorrow Blade, Tornado Trigger, and then an Aegis to try to defend against that Koshka. Abadwa doing an Aftershock, and then building looks like towards a Broken Myth. Also had the Fountain. That's pretty much the only support he does besides the Storm Guard is the Fountain. And then me with the Aftershock of the Broken Myth in defense. I was going towards, I don't even know what I was going towards at the end there. Other side, they had a Sorrow Blade, a Monocle, and then looks like probably going towards another Monocle he's doing there. Maybe a Breaking Point. I'm not sure what that is on there, but also a Crucible trying to block that ultimate from Koshka, I'm sure, but that's a tough one to block. And then Arden doing the same thing with the Crucible, the Fountain, just playing defense, and their Koshka doing the exact same build. Aftershock, Broken Myth, and some defense. So hope you liked it, guys. Until next time, Jake, doing my best to help you guys suck less.